Now we review a film about a racket where men handle their balls. Yeah, tennis. It's the 2024 film Challengers! Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I am Richard. This is Random Street Theater. I have seen Challengers. Yeah. Challengers is a tennis movie. I don't care about tennis. So before you go and criticize me for not knowing about the movie, I don't know anything about tennis. I have maybe played tennis once in my entire life, and I didn't care for it. It's a sport that's beyond me. And this is a movie about this chick who is no longer a tennis player because she got hurt, and the two dudes who are sort of into each other, but they're both into her, so they should have been a throuple, but they're not. And I'm just going, what is going on with this movie? Because the movie itself seems to be a homosexual. And I mean, it's not unheard of. You have The Naked Lunch, and that movie is, I mean, it's not so much about gay people as it is just a gay movie. You've got, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge, which is, a movie about Freddy being gayness, trying to rip its way out of a man who's denying who he is. And then you've got this movie about a bunch of men playing with balls and running around with their dongs out quite a lot. So, yeah. Alright. For every 1,000 subscribers I get, I do purchase one of these bracelets from the company 4Ocean. 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean every time I do that. You want a better world? Comment, like, and subscribe. Now, yeah, like I say, with this movie, I don't understand tennis. So what you have here is a non-linear story. So it doesn't start at the beginning and end at the end. It starts in the middle, goes to the beginning, and then comes to the end. And it's about the cutthroat world of tennis, where you have three child prodigies, the chick and the two dudes. And the chick has banged both of the dudes by the end, but her reason for rejecting the one dude and accepting the other I don't get. Now, what happens is that they were friends in the beginning, she made them make out, and then there was a strange conversation about them, getting it on with yourself, but together. Those two dudes got it on with themselves, but together. And, so they were good friends until she got involved, and she screwed everything up. So if she hadn't been involved, these two men would probably be lovers. Yeah. And again, I'm just saying, they should have been a throuple. They just the chemistry is there. You all like each other. Why are you all not together? And whereas there's one scene of this chick being really hot, and you going, wow, I'd like to see more of her being hot. There is there's man abs and man ass and twig and berry and all that sort of stuff going on in this movie. So, yeah. If that's your thing, if you want your chick to be getting on you, you could take her to this movie and she'll be thinking about all those other dudes while getting all over you. And at least she's with you and not them because she can't score them. Although if she could score them, she probably would be with them. Because, these dudes are the skinny twinks that women love. So there's that. And I am told that the tennis in this movie, the actual tennis, is abysmal. I don't know anything about tennis. But apparently you can't swear in tennis. You lose. I mean, the end of this movie reminds me kind of like that Karate Kid movie where it's like the guy's all, yes, we gain a point and we lose a point. And it's like, why? Why are you doing that? This guy just did something stupid and lost a point. Why is he doing that? I don't understand. I don't get this. And then they're just like dripping sweat like it's 105 degrees out. But I mean, you're supposed to think they just played that hard tennis. Look, I will tell you one thing about tennis. I remember they were talking about this one chick who was a tennis player who never won an Open. And I don't know what that means. I get an Open is something important and it's what tennis players do. But this one chick never won an Open, but she was the most well-known female tennis player in the world at one point. And why? Why is that? Because she was hot. Okay? Because it's like, tennis players are not necessarily hot, but this chick was hot. So her hotness made it very basic that she's like, yes, everyone's going, we want to put her on the cover of our things. We want our brand associated with this wonderfully attractive woman. And that is what was tennis. Okay? So I'm just looking at this movie thinking, this chick is not playing tennis because she hurt her leg, but she looks fine otherwise. And I mean, she could probably, it's played by that one really hot chick that plays Chani in Dune. I don't remember her name. But I mean, obviously, why is this chick a tennis player? She should be a model? Oh, I guess she was born rich and she don't need the money. Because, otherwise it would be like, damn, make that money. So, yeah, she could have kept playing. Maybe she couldn't have won an Open, whatever that means, but she could have kept playing because people don't care. They just want to look at a hot chick running around in a tennis skirt. All right, so there's that. And as I say, I have it on good authority. My friend Larry, who is, if you haven't seen Chili Boy Productions, he is Larry Chili Boy Chilson, and he loved this movie. And he told me that the tennis is absolutely abysmal because he loves sports where lanky twinks run around with their short shorts playing with balls. So yes, there's that thing. And hey, each to their own. I don't watch any sports. I don't watch football. I don't watch baseball. I don't watch hockey. And I wouldn't even know how to watch golf. What is golf? It's something associated with Donald Trump. Anyway, so yeah. This movie is very popular, but I have to say, whereas it is a well-made film and it is a interesting rival story, it's a little too meta for me. It is the middle of your watch list, and you have to ask yourself, what is it that I want to see? Because, look, you have certain movies that anybody can really get behind, These movies are like, Requiem for a Dream. We should all watch this movie once in our lives. It will tear you down emotionally. Nightmare on Elm Street, part of the national zeitgeist, and whereas this movie is definitely not for everybody, it is an incredible film. Halloween, the original Halloween, definitely a movie that every person should watch once they've come old enough to watch that movie. This movie is not those movies. This movie is not ground-shaking or an incredible movie, regardless of the content matter. This is a movie for men who want, or for people who want to see twigs and berries. And if you showed this movie to my brother, for example, he would be like, I don't want to see that. Some people are made uncomfortable. Me, those men were very small. I grant that Like, I'm a big dude and things look smaller if they're normal sized on me. So, yeah, alright. I have to admit, like, for normal people, for example, I have big nipples. But it's like, I have me-sized nipples. Those dudes were small. Really small. Anyway. So yeah, Challengers is doing very well at the box office. If you're a woman who wants to see Twigs and Berries in a reasonably well-made film, this is the film for you. If that's up to you. If you're a dude looking for a good movie, or if you're just looking for a solid, compelling film, this is not that. I mean, if you don't care about tennis, you probably won't care about this film. And to a certain extent, your knowledge of tennis may actually detract from your ability to enjoy this film. So, to me, it's the middle of the watch list. It's not the best film. It's not the worst film. It is competently made and a little too highbrow for me. I'm not into these, posh films. But that's just my opinion. I'd love to hear yours in the comments below. I'm Richard.
Randall the Rat here, reminding you to comment, like, and subscribe. And why should you do that? Well, look over here. These are bracelets from 4Ocean. Each one of them means a pound of trash was pulled out of the ocean. And this channel buys one for every 1,000 subscribers it gets. And this around my neck? Well, this is a medal from the Conqueror. It represents walking around the Great Pyramids of Giza. You can get one for yourself by going to the Conqueror challenges.com and saying, hey, I want to pretend I walked around the pyramids of Giza without dealing with all the sweat and flies and delicious scarab beetles. Or you could support this channel so they can buy more of these, which means that they will plant trees, because each one of these represents 5 trees that got planted. Yeah, that's right, 5 trees, helping your environment. Global warming sucks. Be a good person, comment, like, and subscribe. Give us more money so that we can plant trees by buying medals from the Conqueror. Randall out.